That's right, y'all. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead of a Line podcast. Let's go.
No other show fucking with us.
They outclassed.
Find a better pod to check.
I doubt that.
They pale in comparison.
We get contrast.
The top 5 dead or alive.
Podcast.
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 Street disciple like Godson, hand on my rifle. By the window like Malcolm, scope on the title of the best podcast, let me remind you. T5DOA turn idols to rivals. Condition vital, competition for your survival. Best show on Apple, Spotify, and even Tidal. I'm liable, Ali about to make a killing when these average Joes budding. Oxen-free turns villain. Experience like Rogan when I'm spitting more than milli worth a game of my expert opinion. No other show fucking with us.
They outclassed.
Find a better pod to check.
I doubt that.
They pale in comparison.
We get contrast.
The top 5 dead or alive.
Podcast.
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 Oh shit. Okay.
Yo.
Like a message came up on my screen.
Yeah. What up, y'all? What up? A long time in the making. Long time no see from us. We are back. It is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. And I'm recording from the new spot, the guest room studios, aka my guest room in my house. It's been a minute, brother. How you been?
Chilling, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, man.
You wanted to wait till you got yourself settled in. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Crib.
Thank you
You know what I'm
so
saying?
much.
Just in case everybody's wondering, where the fuck they been? They ain't doing the show no more? What happened? This is what happened. We had to wait. It's a nice setup back there. I like
Thank
that.
you.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
looks
Thank you,
really
brother.
nice. He's the more professional one out of the two as far as all of this podcast stuff goes. You know what I'm saying? And it shows. You know, so I mean, congratulations to you on the success.
Thank you. But the dope thing about the iPhone is that the camera is amazing. If you can you turn it to portrait mode, like to the side? Yeah, there you go.
Like that?
Beautiful. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Better?
That's
Where you get like more wider or something?
Yeah, it's a wider shot. So whenever you smashing one of your shorties or whatever and you want to film it, always turn it to the side because they don't want to look like some amateur shit when you upload it to Spank Bang. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
That's how
all
you
right.
do it.
That's some useful information there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
Happy first and foremost, before we even go any further, Happy New Year and Happy Born Day. This guy's Born Day is actually the same day as MLK, so clap it up for this brother right here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm 40 younger than y'all, 40 something younger. You know what I mean? And I'm glad to be here.
6 months,
You
younger
know?
than me. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as long as, you know what I'm saying? You know, as long as y'all are y'all age.
He says this all the time. He
as
loves,
as long as y'all are the age that y'all are, I'll always be the age I am, which is younger. Nah.
No doubt.
Yeah, word. MLK, me and MLK is on the same day officially. And I know everybody, we all celebrated on the Monday. You know what I mean? But man. Glad to be here, 2022. It's a new year, new show, man. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for everybody for rocking with us and being patient with us while we get shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So speaking of
MLK.
Speaking of MLK,
Whoa.
what a segue.
Jinx.
What a
Jinx.
segue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Remember Jinx?
Jinx, the G.I. Joe?
No, when you say stuff at the same time, we said it at the same time.
You supposed to say Jinx?
Wow. Yes.
Okay.
Back in the day, if you say stuff at the same time, you say Jinx. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, MLK.
MLK. Now, like
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King.
Jr.
Great leader, and this we so happen to be in. This is I like to call it Black History Year. I heard somebody else coin that phrase, saying that every February is a new year for Black History. So we don't celebrate Black History Month. We celebrate Black History all year long, because Black history is American history, and American history is Black history in this country. Right. So happy new Black History Year to you and everybody out there. Like we were saying, I was speaking to Cal the other day, and we was talking about MLK, the life and times, and I was watching a documentary recently.
Is a new documentary, or
I think it's new.
That you stumbled on?
No, I think it's new. I think it's on Netflix, or either Netflix or Prime. I can't remember the one. I'll probably put up the name of the actual documentary on here. I think it's like MLK and the FBI, or FBI and MLK, or something like that. And it just basically gives you like a look into how this country really felt about Martin Luther King. In today's world, he's the beloved, peaceful leader, organizer, got people together, you know what I mean? A modern day Jesus, some people would say. But in the 60s, when he was here, he was hated. You know what I mean? Especially by this country, especially by the FBI. So much so that the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, especially, may he rot in hell, he would basically have the force of the U.S. government basically wiretapping this guy, follow him around. They knew his every which way, you know what I mean, all his movements. He had infiltrators, of course, in his... amongst him that he probably didn't even know about, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, basically, they would do foul shit like send audio of supposedly somebody having sex. They sent that to his wife, actually. You know what I mean? Audio of a man and a woman having sex or whatever. They sent that to his crib. So they was basically try to, defamate him.
Smear campaign.
Smear campaign. Exactly.
Right. So that's why, I mean, like, oh, come on. Anytime there's a prominent figure out there, or a prominent nigga out there that could potentially get us to open our eyes to certain things or uprise, they're gonna, you run the risk of getting harassed or assassinated. They want to get you out of here. Oh yeah. And that still goes on today. You know what I'm saying? MLK, you had, people who would consider Malcolm X like, extreme pro-black, and Malcolm X was like the more passive one. You feel what I'm saying? Either way, they wanted both of them out of there. You know what I'm saying? And it still goes on today. Like Malcolm X would have been considered the Professor X, and Malcolm X would be considered Magneto, and and MLK would have been considered Professor X. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same narrative today. Still holds today. It's not, it's definitely not surprised, but it is interesting to know, you know what I'm saying, some of the real of how they got down back then, because they'll erase a lot of the. That's why it's so important to document a lot of shit, because the opposition will try to erase your history. You feel what I'm saying?
Make up their own history.
Yeah, make up their own fucking history and shit, man. But so, did you see the full doc? Did you see the full document?
The documentary. Well, I was going back and forth between that and another one called the MLK Tapes, which is basically it's a podcast series, and it talks about the conspiracy or the thought of a conspiracy in his death. Conventional history says that what's his name? What's the guy's name? Lee Harvey. James Earl Ray. Excuse me. James Earl Ray. So we was all taught that a man by the name of James Earl Ray is the shooter, the assassin, the guy who assassinated Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But a lot of people don't know that the family actually took out a lawsuit against a guy by the name of Lloyd Jowers. Now, Lloyd Jowers was an owner of a restaurant that was not too far from the Lorraine Hotel, in which that's where he was murdered. So it was a lot of weird things that happened on that day. First of all, during that day, there was FBI and police officers all over that area at the time. That's one. Another thing that was weird is that when he would go to that area, I forgot which city it was, but when he was in that area, he would often have Martin Luther King would often have security team, a black security team at that. And they would make sure that if he was staying at a hotel, he wouldn't be at a hotel where there was like a balcony or a window that people could see. They wanted him in like a structure that's more enclosed, you know what I mean, for his own protection. Oddly enough, for some reason, and these were black police officers in that area that would hold him down when he came to town. Oddly enough, they wasn't available for whatever reason. That was odd. So that happened. Another thing that happened, there was a fire station that was there in the area. They had some black firefighters who were, for some reason, they were taken. I think they had to be transferred that day for some weird reason. It was a lot of weird shit like that. Another thing that happened was they had like army people asking for access to different buildings to look at the roofs and stuff like that to kind of get a, you know what I mean? There was a lot of things like that was going on. So apparently this Lloyd Jowers character who owned it was like a eatery in that area. Basically, he was a white guy. He was he had a waitress working for him. I think her name was Spats, Betsy Spats or something like that. I'm chopping up.
Sound like a porno name.
Yeah. It's a bug name. Let me see if I can find. Yeah,
Spats.
Betty Spates. yeah, Spats. Spates. Spates. She was black, and she was a waitress there. Lloyd Jowers, the owner, and her had a relationship on the low. You know what I'm saying? He was smashing that, you know what I'm saying? But he was married. Yeah, exactly.
Betsy Spitz.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that she actually says that on that day, she saw him going out of one of the exits in the back, coming in with a gun. Then going out another time. I'm chopping up the story, but this is the basis of it. She remember hearing like something that sounded like a firecracker go off. She seen him come in. He's looking white as a ghost, holding a smoking gun in his hand. She's like, "What's going on?" He basically brushes it off or whatever, gets rid of the gun. Coincidentally, not too long after that, he comes into a lot of money. You know what I mean? And not only that, she said that when she saw him come in, his knees looked dirty. He looked kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like he was white as a ghost. He tried to brush it off. So it's kind of obviously that there was a conspiracy. You know what I mean? Because even when they do interviews with James Earl Ray, he mentions the character by the name of Raul as being one of his handlers. You know what I mean?
Raul.
I guess a Spanish dude, this being him one of his handlers. But he always said that he didn't commit the crime. James Earl Ray, the guy who was, even though he did plead guilty for the crime, he was never found guilty. He pled guilty for the crime. It didn't go to trial. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of inconsistencies with the story that kind of made you to believe that, you know what, he didn't do it. He was a part of it. But it was more to the situation. And it looks kind of like the government was in on it. You know what I mean? Could have been J. Edgar Hoover and his goons mixed in with the local mafia in that area. It's a lot to that story. You know what I mean? That we don't get privy to. You know what I mean? And even if you Google it, it's a lot. Even it got to the point where Attorney General at the time, Janet Reno, I think in the 90s, she did her own supposed investigation and kind of said that all that information was incredible or whatever. But she has to say that. You know what I mean? You can't admit that the government killed the most beloved leader of our times. You know what I'm saying? So I found that it was kind of interesting, and I find that it's interesting that you don't hear the other side of it. A lot of people don't know about the court case that the King family had against Lloyd Jowers and whatnot. That found that, you know, he was complicit along with government agencies, as they would say, in the killing of Martin Luther King.
Well, you know, all of this, the information is out there, people. And as we go further into the future, it's a beautiful thing, technology, you know, as far as having access to the information. It's very important for us to learn more about our history and to try to archive as much as we can and stuff like that. Because again, like I said, you leave it up to the opposition and all of this stuff will be buried. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, not even in the name of Black History, quote unquote, month, you know what I'm saying? You should try to do your due diligence all year round.
All year round.
Celebrate your Black history. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take a look at that documentary.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. This is right here. I'm gonna share some.
You like that?
What's that? Hold on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, like nice. I needs we one of those. Nice. Oh, stick ball. Okay. Got some Joey Bananas joints. Woo, woo, woo.
It's a party.
It's a party on there.
It's a party. I can't indulge in any of this stuff.
Oh, neither can I. I wish.
I can't indulge in any of this stuff.
Oh my God, you keep it for guests, I assume.
Yeah, this is for my stoner buddies, whoever comes over. You know, like how people have a liquor, you know, liquor variety of liquor for when people come over. Yeah, I got the party pack. I got the party pack for when, you know, special guests come through.
Party in your house and everybody's smoking. I hear that.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, I got this liquor too, but
okay.
You know what I mean?
And that yeah, right there.
That's big props to Joe Bananas.
Joe Bananas. That shit is dope right there.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Joe
Perfect.
Bananas. Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay, I see.
Artistic stylings and also Sekou Odin.
Sekou Odin, yeah. That shit is dope too. I mean?
Yep. Artistic stylings. That, you know, no, not to get off topic, but
yeah. But that's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is, you know, this is the party pack. This is the party pack. What is that? What was that? Okay.
You see that? That's the MLK tapes right there.
Yeah, nice.
You can find that on you know, wherever you get your podcast from or whatever.
Okay.
MLK tapes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Word. Everyone, try to check out the MLK tapes when you get.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And happy Black History forever.
Yeah, Black History forever.
Not this month. Black History forever.
Facts.
Yeah, man. So yeah, people, we're making the rounds. Remember, it's the top 5 Dead or Alive podcast.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And keeping in the vein of the theme of the show, we're making the rounds with you know, top 5 topics and goings-ons in the culture and beyond. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is us making the rounds. You know what I mean? You know. So what's next up on the menu?
You wanted to talk about the current state of hip hop. I remember you was telling me that you and your little man, from time to time, y'all get y'all ride on in the car and y'all exchange music. You know what I'm saying? Like you share some of the joints you coming up, you know, you was a part of or listened to back in the days, and I need that. I need somebody, you know what I mean, to hit me, because I don't know who's hot nowadays. I don't know none of that.
Well, me and you are in the same boat where that concerned. You feel what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? You know, me and my boy, you know what I'm saying, we drive around this, that, and the third, and you know, I'm listening to my music. I'm in my car, I'm driving, don't touch it. Mm-hmm. Don't touch my my playlist, right? Mm-hmm. But he's the only one, he's the boss too. Yeah. And you know, sometimes it'd be like, yo, Dad, let me listen to stuff. So recently, you know, we do this thing where I'll put music in and I'll ask him his opinion on it. I put in top quality stuff, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Nas. My son, he loves Jay-Z. He knows a lot of songs word for word. He loves MF Doom, knows a lot of songs word for word. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we'll you know, I'll ask him his opinion, and then he'll shoot it back at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? He'll be like, yo, Dad, let me see the joint, and he puts in his music, and you know what I'm saying? I try not to be that person. I try not to be that purist. I'm not gonna say old school guy. Yeah. I'm not gonna say throwback to that. I don't like those words. Yeah. I try not to be that type of hip hop purist that kills a lot of the new stuff. I don't do that. Because like I explained to Aiden, I told him, you know, he'll ask me, and the stuff I hear might not be particularly to my liking. Right? So he let me hear, who's this guy? He let me hear two artists, one named Summers and another guy named Autumn. Okay. I'm like, fuck is this? The fucking Four Seasons rappers? Anyway, those legit names. Those are guys' names. Anyway, so he let me hear some shit, and it was terrible. You know what I mean? It was terrible. Right? But I explained to him the same way, you know, back in the days, if I would have let my pops hear Busta Rhymes or Old Dirty Bastard, he probably would have said, it's terrible, right? And then my pops would have probably convinced me that Marvin Gaye is like real music. Oh, you hear, that's the real, they actually take time to write. And here it is, I would be saying the same thing to him. Yeah. Because our artists take time to actually, you know, back in the days in the, you know, 90s and stuff, you know, we coming up, we was rapping and stuff, still rapping. But we actually try to, you know, it's a competition thing. You had to be nice. Everyone felt, you know, fed off of each other. You had to be sharp. Nowadays, it don't even seem like that. You know what I'm saying? With these young people out here. You feel what I'm saying? You know, what he made me hear was horrible. It's horrible. It's terrible. Like, the content is disgusting. But I had to think, like, these are kids. This would probably be interesting to a high schooler or whatever. You know, we growing up with hip hop. We growing up with hip hop. So as it's growing, we're growing along with it. It's not a genre that existed before we were born. No. We were born into it. So as, you know, as we become the parents and the grandparents of these kids, we've seen different generations and what they're doing with it. So, you know, it's just bugged out. Now, what we discussed earlier is like, do you feel okay? Do you feel all right with who the torches is being passed down to? Like the J. Cole's and the Kendrick Lamar. I was being long-winded to get to that question right there. Do you feel all right with the current state of hip hop and who the upper epsilon, who the ones are, who the guys? Do you feel okay with it? Like, okay, real quick, now before you answer. Okay. You remember when the Missy sound and the Timberland sound sounded futuristic? And it was like, oh shit. And now it's like it sounds kind of dated. Did you ever think that we would be where we are today?
That's interesting. Now, to answer that, I gotta give a shout out to Young Sire. That's my boy
Oh
Nash's
my
son.
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's his name? Rap name? Is it J. Savage? I think, or something like that.
I think I gotta check. I gotta check again. But he's
Now,
nice.
he's nice. He's nice in the sense of what the young boys are doing now. He can do it and do it good. Kind of like when we were rapping, we could do what everybody was doing, but we could do it good. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I see the talent and potential in him, but I notice what the futuristic part is the fact that the songs that I heard him, on, it was auto tune. Like that's standard now. That's really standard. It's become the instrument that's a part. Like you gotta have the auto tune now. And this is not me knocking it. This is me just noticing that's like the prerequisite of what a lot of these rappers are using into their music. You gotta have the auto tune. You know what I mean? If you're not the traditional spitters that we were, you know what I mean? The bar for bar, you know what I'm saying? And the songs that I heard that he did, it was good. I can't deny. So
it's dope.
But I guess that's the futuristic part. That's the bug part to me. Like that's the future. The altering of the voice itself as you rapping. Okay. That's interesting.
Okay, for me, I think that where we at now, I think that, man, I think that social media kind of hurt a lot of it because then, what young person wouldn't want to be a rapper, right? If I'm a trapper out there and I hear drill music and I'm trying to get out the hood, and then if I know that all the formula is for me to rap about who I killed and put it on YouTube, and I could probably get some bands and get out the hood, then I'm gonna do it. For me, the market right now is oversaturated.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And it takes a lot of emphasis away from the creative aspect because then I don't think, minus people who really, do this, like the kids who really write and scribe.
Yeah.
I don't think kids are really putting any effort into writing like that.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Yeah. You're right.
I think most rappers out now can't really rap.
And not to cut your wisdom, God, but it's very common to hear, like I've seen a couple of interviews where they asked the rap, how long you been rapping? 2 years, 3 years, a year. I just started. What?
Yeah.
What?
It's more of a money grab now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's more of a money grab.
I was listening to fucking Will Smith's book, and he talks about how he got into rapping. And he was introduced to it by one of his older cousins, and he just described that for him, he would write every single day.
Right.
Every day. Practice in the mirror. Go to different ciphers. Go to battle people. Go in ciphers. That's the shit that we would do.
Right.
Is that done anymore?
No, that's because the upper echelon that we looked up to actually wrote shit. Yeah. The Rakims, the Jay-Z's.
Yeah.
The Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wrote. Yeah. And, amongst their peers, it was like a competition for who was dope lyricists. You fast forward today, who do these kids, there's no bar set for lyricism. No. The bar is set for now clout. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who could be the most, it's exhibition. Lyricism takes it, it's second. Like, first is like, it's like, who could be a buffoon? Like, who could get on get on social media and do some kind of antics for the most likes.
Yeah.
Lyrics is not the prerequisite any longer. It's not. It's not. So if I'm a young dude, there's not a lot of pressure for me to be the dope lyrically. It's not. It's like, yo, as if I could get a little high, get a little drunk, feel the beat, and say something catchy, then you got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then predominantly, it's gang culture out here.
Oh.
That's what runs shit out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All you gotta talk about is a couple guns.
Yeah.
And who you ran up on with and who you got beef with. And the record companies are gonna cater to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hip hop, I don't want to say it's for kids. It's definitely not just for kids, but on the mainstream level, it's for kids.
They're making it. It's become very childish, and it's gotten sad. To when I started noticing, like, a lot of motherfuckers was signing niggas seemingly just because they were in a gang. You know what I mean? Just because they were Woo or Chew or whatever the fuck.
Much.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, yo. And
I mean, it's not like we didn't have gang shit back in our day.
Yeah, we did, of course. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? But goddamn, at least motherfuckers had enough respect to come with some kind of lyricism behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Something.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. He's pretty good. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
But even then, the bar is not set. You don't have to be so impressive lyrically, man, anymore. You don't.
Yeah.
You just have to have a little look to you. And, you know what I'm saying? Mention a couple of... Because like I said, when my son let me hear, that shit was horrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm talking about whack. And I'm like, damn, this is what y'all... And then I let him hear Jay-Z or 50 Cent. Yo, come on, man. Like I said, we had gang shit and obviously street shit in our time. But at least 50, at least Raekwon, at least Ghost, at least
Hov. Even down to NWA. Like, they was talking the most ratchet shit in the world, but the shit was hot.
Yeah, it was hot. Took the time to write something and not insult your intelligence. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, I'm not a big J. Cole fan. I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm not one of those that you got to be all... I can't stand Eminem. I'm not one of those that you got to be all lyrical genius, and I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But it says something when people are looking to check for a Cam freestyle or a Hov freestyle or a Nas freestyle. Yeah. And you get that feeling of like, yo, I want to hear this. Yeah. You ain't tuning in to hear no Migos freestyle. You're not. And if you are, you're probably a kid.
The Migos can rap though. The Migos can rap.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Migos can rap.
Migos can rap.
I'm still not checking for
you're not checking for Offset?
No, I don't care. But the Migos can rap because not for nothing on that We Set the Trends. Yeah. You heard that shit? Jim Jones and thing? Yeah. Like, Jimmy sounds horrible on there, and the Migos sound dope on there.
I fucks with that song, though.
Jimmy's
a little bit.
Huh?
I kind of fucks with that song a little bit. We Set the Trends.
Nah, that shit is hard. I like that joint.
Yeah.
I like Takeoff. Takeoff killed that
shit. Yeah. Takeoff killed it.
That shit.
Takeoff killed that shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They was in their element. That's their type of beat. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? Jimmy, he's like an old dude trying to keep up with young niggas. I get it. You got to stay relevant. Your name got to be ringing bells. But upper epsilon, when people know that you're upper epsilon, they gonna,
that nigga Hassan, I don't know if you heard of this dude, Hassan Campbell.
I saw what he said. Saw what he said.
Said Jimmy looked like a Power Ranger or some shit like that. Ah, damn.
I would never say that.
Yeah, I would say that.
But I understood what he meant. I would never say that. I'm not gonna disrespect Jim like that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? But Jim is in the business. You know what I'm saying? And
I look at it like rock star shit. He's always on some rock star shit.
He's always been on it like that.
Yeah.
Like that Campbell dude, he shouldn't have said that. That wasn't nice.
Yeah.
For me, I believe he's like a dude that wish he was a rapper.
Who, Campbell?
Yes.
Oh, wish something, because he's always somebody, you know what I mean, talking crazy about somebody.
And this is what I mean. Social media has fucked up the game. Like anyone can be something.
Oh yeah.
Anyone can be something, man.
Even down to what we're doing right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please realize we started this shit in 2018. Now in 2020, what's that? Man, 4 years later, whatever. Everybody's a podcaster, just like everybody's a rapper right now. Everybody's a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. And rightfully so. It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
Back
when we started this, hardly any of my peoples listen to podcasts. Now, everybody's a podcaster. You know what I mean?
Well. Okay. So, what's more entertaining, your phone or the TV?
Yeah, easy access.
I'm asking you.
For me, I do. I actually probably enjoy entertainment on my phone more than my TV. Because I'm always on the road. I'm always on the go, whatever, going back and forth to work or whatever it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a different time, man. And you got to adapt. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
If the market is oversaturated, tough luck. You got to adapt.
But the beautiful thing is, and this is to any young hip-hop loving rapper out there, there's a lane for you that's outside of what you're probably listening to or what your peers are listening to. It's called spitting bars. It's called dope beats and dope rhymes. If you got it, trust me, you will take off. Because you're going to be in a lane by yourself damn near. You know what I mean? If you could really have some dope shit out there. You know what I mean?
And the purists will take notice.
Exactly. The purists will definitely take notice.
You know, this market is oversaturated because everyone wants to get rich overnight at any cost. They don't mind if they look stupid afterwards, but if they can get a nice little piece of bread, they're going to take the bread and go. Yep. You see it happen every fucking day, from the Tekashis. Everyone's willing to jump out the window. It's hard out there.
Yeah.
It's hard out there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So if people have a choice between making a moral decision and a ratchet decision, sometimes they'll risk their life, the
low hanging fruit,
to get out of the impoverished situation. So you're seeing what you're seeing now is the results of a lot of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to be a lyrical genius. Just make some fucking noise. Yeah. Get attention. People are doing anything for attention. And I don't like where rap is at right now.
Yeah.
But again, I would be sounding like my father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would be sounding like my father, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair. You
to
know
a degree,
so
to a degree, because I don't know if hip hop is gonna. I don't think it's gonna die, but it's just that the feel of the. I said, music itself, the actual music itself, it don't feel like it has value.
Right. Well, again, you can only fool people, but for so long, man.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like the real is always gonna shine through, no matter what. Yeah. You could fuck around for a little while, but you're always gonna get exposed in the end. That's why a lot of this new stuff don't last so fucking long. Yeah. Because it always comes back 360 to the purists.
Yeah.
It's always gonna come back to the purists. Mm-hmm. People are always gonna get excited when a new Nas album comes out. Mm-hmm. People are always gonna get excited when Hove drops a new project. Cam just did a freestyle on Flex. Everyone was checking for it. You know what I'm saying? Because the people, the purists know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The purists know. You know what I'm saying? Like you got high school level hip hop, and you got upper epsilon God level hip hop.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm a grown ass man. I'm not trying to hang with these young niggas in this shit. You'll never find me trying to do. And I made my mind up about this a while ago. You know, because the question will come up, you know, can you make something like this drill, the drill sound, the drill shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't do drill. I can't. I don't even like the sound. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. But, you know, it's not for me, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it's unfortunately people, surprisingly a lot of people our age, it's what's popular.
Yeah. Oh.
People are going to go with what's popular. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the drill sound is coming, it's coming to an end. I know it. I see it.
Yeah.
Because like yo, it just don't, you know, I'm not criticizing anybody, but the sound, like yo, it all sounds the same.
Yeah, it really does. It sounds artificial. There's no soul in it.
Nah, people doing the sturdy dance and all that type of shit. It's getting played out, y'all.
Yeah.
And it's a scapegoat again. It's a scapegoat for people who can't really rap. I'm telling you, everything that you're seeing is a whole bunch of antics and smoking mirrors.
It's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Because they can't really rap. They can't really rap. I'm telling you. Telling you. But it's beyond that. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing. I don't like that. You know, people not gonna like what I say, and we're gonna go to the next topic. But people not gonna like what I say. But all these country ass rappers.
Oh my God.
Yo, your days is coming, man.
All these New York rappers. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones doing the drill shit. They doing the drill shit. Like
these country niggas. Don't do that, New York rappers.
But there's a difference though. The country rappers are doing what? Trap? What is it? Trap?
What about trap?
The country, like the Migos, like that's more trap, right? But the New York and the Chicago shit is more drill, right? Am I right on that? Or are they all doing the same shit?
They all doing the same shit.
Okay, all right.
Gotcha. For me, in my opinion, right? My ignorant, unprofessional opinion, right? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not professional, right? But I'm a consumer, so I have every right to say what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, I just don't like how, for the moment right now, this country rap. And when I say country rap, I'm talking about the Lil Babies, the Babies.
Oh, okay.
You know, any rapper that has an accent, it's the predominant thing right now. And a lot of these New York rappers don't even realize that they're trying to emulate how they sound. Don't do it, New York rappers. Cam, Hove, Jay. Let's keep the torch burning, man, for New York rappers, because that's what made us who we are. The minute you start trying to become who they are, you lose what it is. You gotta remember that these motherfuckers want respect from New York first. Yeah. They'll all say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't change your style, New York, man. Let you know.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that's my take on it. I don't care who likes it, who don't.
Yeah, that's a conversation that we can go, because there's so much into that. The whole the way that the radio changed up in terms of the playlists and stuff like that. You used to live in a time where whatever you would go to, if you went to, I don't know, say Virginia, you go to Virginia, you turn on the radio, you're gonna hear Virginia artists. You go to Atlanta, you turn on the radio, you will hear Atlanta artists. Now, all these radio stations pretty much play the same fucking songs. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
And it got to the point where I would imagine that trickled down to the influence of artists feeling like, you know what, I gotta make this type of music just to get the airplay. You know what I mean?
Yo.
It's unfortunate.
It is what it is, but I tell you one thing. I challenge anyone. Go get that new Jim Jones album with DJ Drama, that mixtape that he got out, and try to sit through the whole thing.
Oh man, I haven't heard it. I didn't even know he
Yeah,
had one.
do that, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's to the point. It's like you know what I mean. Like he'll rep this other shit before repping Dipset. You know what I'm saying? That's what it just seemed like. You know what I mean? There's a void to be filled, but I'm not gonna go beyond that because I'm trying to fucking capitalize on that fucking. We're trying to capitalize on that void. So you know what?
It's a void.
Let them stay in the fucking dark.
Yeah.
Keep following niggas and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's the shit that upset me about you New York motherfuckers. You motherfuckers love jumping on a fucking bandwagon. Stop that shit. That popular shit, stop it. Be a trendsetter. Be a trendsetter. Pave the way. Stick to your guns. All right? Sound unique. Go listen to that. Go listen to that fucking that new freestyle that Cam dropped with Funk Flex.
Yeah.
So you could get a fucking feeling again.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying everybody needs to rap like that, but I am saying you need to stop trying to rap like everybody. That's what I'm trying to. There you go. Anyway, that's that.
Yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna swing from that to
baby. Can't stand all them babies. Niggas is whack. Lil Baby's kind of nice. He nice for this new generation. I'm sorry, I went right back into it.
No,
Lil Baby's nice.
Yeah.
Lil Baby's nice for the new times, but
I'm a more of a Da Baby. I like Da Baby. The Lil Baby's cool. I fucks with Da Baby.
Let me tell you something, man. They're gonna have to call child services on me because I hate all the babies. I hate all them babies. Can't stand none of them babies.
The babies. Anywho, speaking of hip hop, 5-year runs. I have come across an article that was talking about different rappers' 5-year runs. Scratch just the term 5-year runs. Who do you think had the illest, like, just run, period?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the illest, like, when they came on the scene, they was just killing it for, you know what I mean? I mean, Hove is legendary for his 7 summers or whatever he says, you know what I mean? He held it down. His run was definitely one for the books, legendary.
All right, so he's one on the list. What is this, top? Are we doing?
Just who had the?
So Hov had a good run.
A good run. He had definitely a good run. Especially
Drake had a good run.
Drake had
and still has a good run.
Still on the scene today. He's
that's from 2009. Drake.
One of the rappers I guess everybody looks up to as. You know, back in the days we say Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. Now they say Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. You know what I'm saying? So he's one of the greats currently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that trilogy. I don't like that.
Who else they got? Who else?
I don't know, but
nobody else.
I'm not a big J. Cole fan.
I'm not really either, but you know.
You know what I mean? I'm not a Kendrick, they're nice. They're nice. Lyrically. Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
But I would put Drake above them niggas.
I always say that you put me on the Kendrick Lamar in the beginning with Section 80. That's my favorite Kendrick Lamar project. And that was a mixtape.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. You know.
Yeah.
But Drake got a good run, Hope got a good run. 50 had a great run.
Yeah.
Wayne, great run.
Ooh, that mixtape run Wayne had when I just remember him rapping a certain way as a youngster. He always had the potential, I could see it. Then I remember seeing him on I think it was like The Basement. And he was just freestyling. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was like Super Saiyan. Like, he just, you know what I mean? Energized up. It was like the God MC all of a sudden.
That is because of who he had to look up to as the upper epsilon. That's what I'm trying to say. When you see that at that time, Wayne, he saw a lot of New York niggas as the best. He even forgot about his hometown. He says it. He's like, nah. These niggas is the best. That's why Wayne, he you know what I'm saying? He stepped that pen game up and you know it showed. It showed. And now he's in the hall with the greats. These little niggas is not doing that. These little niggas is not doing that. But yeah, Wayne definitely had an ill mixtape run. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Tupac actually had a pretty good run. You know what I'm saying. Even beyond the grave. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
It's speaking of Tupac, it's just weird how from the time that he got with Death Row to the time he died, it wasn't that long. It's like a year, right. Maybe 6. Yeah. I can't remember how long it was, but it felt like it was mad long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Tupac.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Tupac. But I don't know if we see a lot of people who get those dope runs. You know what I'm saying? I think Drake is the record holder right now. It's Drake and then Hove for the longest run. Yeah. And when we say longest run, we talking about like good projects in a row. Yeah, that is solid. Years. I mean, not good projects in a row. Years of killing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, if y'all know if anyone out there, why is it Captain America thing?
Oh no, what's my?
If y'all know, Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
If y'all know anyone with a dope run, you know what I'm saying, y'all shoot us some messages, man. Yeah. You have a dope run.
Any honorable mentions y'all got out there that y'all want to share? You know what I'm saying? Some people would say Eminem had a run from when he first got on. He was hot for a long time. Eminem was that guy for a long time.
I hear that, but I'm not an Eminem fan.
I know you're not. I know.
Yeah, I hear that. But I'm not ignorant to his run.
Yeah.
He had a good run. You know. You know, I would like to see the numbers.
What, in terms of like the years or
like how many, like these people that were mentioning?
Let me see if I could.
You know what I'm saying? The best years.
Let me see if I could.
Because we could be totally alienating some people who, you know, remember, people, we're doing this. This is off the top of the dome, and our opinions only. This is nothing professional. These are our opinions. Yeah. That's why we say, if y'all know so much, text niggas and fucking let niggas know.
Yeah. We don't have to go into like the actual the numbers right now. It's all good though. Yeah,
but man.
Yeah. So
what's next on the menu?
All right, next on the menu.
What's next on the menu? What y'all think about? No. What you think about? What you think about your boy sloganing going on right now? Joe Rogan, everyone.
You know what I think it is? To be honest with you, this is what I think it is. And I think it's...
And hold on, wait, not to cut you.
Yeah.
I you were on to sloganing for before a lot of the world was on to sloganing.
Sloganing is sloganing for people who don't know is Joe Rogan. That's our slang term for sloganing. You're gonna be like, who the fuck is sloganing? I was listening to Joe Rogan for years, like over 10 years. You know what I mean? But and he's one of the reasons why I wanted to start a podcast. You know what I mean? I'm a fan still. I'm a fan still. I think what is going on.
So then, all right, not to cut you. So then you probably bumped into some of those episodes where.
Yeah, one of the ones that they talking about when he was talking about Planet of the Apes and stuff. Yeah, I remember hearing it. Hearing it, and it was a bad joke, and he further on into what he was saying, he corrected himself. He know it was a bad joke. But I think that this is coming up now because there's heat on him, and the heat is really coming from the fact that he has people on his show that speak in contrary to this.
Yes. Wow.
Excuse me. Crack scene. This thing. I don't want to even mention it because we don't have free speech no more. Motherfuckers will take your fucking show or demonetize you or whatever if you speak ill against this. We don't have free speech in this country no more, or at all, or ever have, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think a lot of it comes from because he's had doctors, a lot of them that spoke ill of, and to the point where I'm like, any day now they're gonna either take his fucking show from him, or they're gonna do something. And that train is never late.
Right. This is what's happening.
This is what's happening. Yeah, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna dig into your past, and he said this is another thing that I learned from Joe Rogan. He would often say, he said, on this thing that we do, we speak for hours. Sometimes we take jokes that are off color or whatever, but you speak long enough, you're gonna say some shit that's gonna make you put your foot in your mouth. Yeah. And he's got well over 10,000 hours worth of content where he's talking, where he's joking, making off color jokes or whatever. Yeah. Do I feel like Joe Rogan is a racist? I don't feel that way. I think he's just a white boy. You know what I'm saying? Made some
Nasheed would say Tariq Nasheed would say
I'm a coon. To Tariq, would say I'm a straight up coon, my nigga.
He would say that no one would say that about Joe Rogan.
But I'm a butter biscuit eating coon to Tariq Nasheed. This is the crazy thing about Tariq Nasheed. This is hilarious. When Betty White died, he put up the picture. You ever see that picture of Samuel L. Jackson in Django? When
Django, yes.
He's holding Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio's dying. He's like crying and shit. Yeah. And he said, "This is motherfuckers wishing Betty White R.I.P." basically. I was like, God damn! I can't watch Golden Girls. I love Golden Girls.
Welcome to social media. There's no restrictions on social media. There's no cap on social media. People can go on there and say their opinions all they like. It doesn't mean that they're right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what's happening with Joe Rogan? What's happening? What you just said with Tariq Nasheed? Mm-hmm. These are all just the end result of us having more channels than 1 through 13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the end result of that.
And meanwhile, Tariq Nasheed has a book out called Race Baiter. That's the name of his book. He knows what he's doing. You know what he's doing. You know what I mean? And this is, don't get me wrong.
There's a market. He talks to the people who he needs to talk to. It goes like what we say. You don't need the whole world.
No,
you just
don't.
Need a couple of followers, and you'll be fine.
And you'll be fine. Yeah. And he has put out some work that I absolutely love. The whole Hidden Colors series, phenomenal. He has a series on Haiti, phenomenal. But when those posts that he put up, to me, it's not the whole fucking truth. And I don't like race baiting, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Nah.
No, and the thing that rubs me the wrong way. Now remember, this is not going off the rails of the topic. We're talking about Joe Rogan. Yeah. And we're gonna touch Whoopi Goldberg in a second. But this is not going off the rails. We're talking about Tariq Nasheed. The thing I don't enjoy about Tariq Nasheed is when he goes into that whole shit against immigrants.
He can't stand you niggas. He don't like that. He don't like no Caribbean. Well, I ain't gonna say he don't like Caribbean, but it just
he might as well. He gives off that vibe. Like he doesn't like it. Like anytime he'll say, "Why did you run to this country then?" Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, you got to take what people like that say with a grain of salt. Yeah, because they have their own agenda. Yeah, and in a way, you could call that racism in itself.
In itself. And then what we're talking about is his term. I think he came up with the term foundational Black Americans.
Correct. Yes.
Which is technically under that term, which would be, I fall into that or whatever, because my family is from the South and they're supposedly descendants of slaves, which could be true, but they also could be descendants of the black people who were here, but that's a different story. Right. And Cal, your family is from the Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? So he be talking crazy about, it's always some video or something that somebody says, an excerpt that he'll feed off of. You know what I'm saying? Which is so anybody could do that with anything. I could find something that somebody said that's bad and be like, yeah, that person's bad because of that. What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Well, he's catering to the market that puts money in his pocket.
Exactly. Pretty much.
know, and like Sekou said, out in Texas, you'll find a bunch of niggas that like, yo, if you're Haitian, you're African. If you're Jamaican, you're African. They think everyone's, you know, straight from Africa. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of ignorance within the ignorance. You feel what I'm saying?
A lot of it. It's crazy.
It's like, yo, come on, like, how can you can't be a crusader in that aspect and then still put your people down in another aspect.
Exactly.
I'm not for that.
I'm not for that either. That part I don't like.
That part I don't like. And then now Rogan is still, you know, Spotify and the powers that be, they haven't really went into no disciplinary thing with him. And he's clearly said nigga. And he clearly had the joke. No, you know, some of it was done in bad taste. And yes, we know that when your business is all about talking, you're bound to slip up every now and then. You know, does it constitute for you being canceled? I don't know. But being objective, and on the other hand, they sure was quick to suspend Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh hell yeah! You know why?
Who made a comment about the Holocaust?
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? We still, because number one, at the end of the day, Joe Rogan is white, and number two, Spotify I think gave him $100 million for that exclusive deal. Now let me say something about that. If a company gives you $100 million, private company gives you $100 million, that means that they made probably $1 billion off of you. Or $1 billion or a couple of billions. From what I understand, Spotify made a ton of money off of him in one day. One day. You know what I mean? So always in business, if somebody's going to give you $1 million, I learned this from Master P. He said when he first was getting on, him and his brother went to see some, I guess, a record exec. They young, they hustle, they don't really got money like that. The guy offered him $1 million. He turned it down. He got on the plane, him and his brother. His brother was like, yo, how the fuck you gonna turn down $1 million? He said, if that white man gonna give me $1 million, how much is he getting? How much is he getting? So that's how it is in business. They give you $100 million, you making them a billion or a couple of billions. So it's going to take a little bit more than this for them, Spotify, to say, you know what, we're going to get rid of Joe Rogan.
Right. It's true. It's true.
Now, I don't know what, in terms of revenue, Whoopi brings to that table.
Probably not as much.
Not as much as Joe Rogan. So it's real easy for us to say black and white, and that does exist. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But there's grays in between even those black and whites, and that's green. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So and yes, you speak ill of the Jewish people.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
America,
and that's why I would love for the focal point to get off of entertainment, you know, music, sports, this, that, and third, with black people. And I would love for us to put our foot deep into academia and business.
Oh yeah.
This way we can control the airways, control our own shit. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, the N-word, right? It amazes me how Whoopi Goldberg didn't even say anything like blatantly ill of the Jewish people and the Jewish experience. She said that the Holocaust was a result of men mistreating people and not so much race. That's what she said. And then they translated it as like, oh, you're ignoring like, no, it was done against the Jews. Okay, so now, does that merit her losing money? To me, not so much.
Nah.
But it was an exercise in power. Like,
exactly.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Right? So now they demonstrated that, don't say nothing. I don't even give a fuck what you don't say nothing, right? So now Joe Rogan says nigga, nigga. And there's no repercussion.
I learned that when I first heard them bleep out stack chips like Hebrews on what's that song? It's a lock song. Yeah.
All about the vengeance, yeah.
They bleeped out stack chips like Hebrews. So you can't even give a motherfucker a compliment.
Right.
You can't even say Jew.
Right.
You say Jew wrong.
Right. So now that's enforced across the board.
Across the board.
For me, the word nigga, when it comes to white people, like how you tell a kid, don't do something, and because you told the kid don't do it, they're gonna try to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For me, the word nigga, when it comes to white people, is something of like balls. Like, I'm the white man, and I'm gonna say nigga because I know it holds that much power. And I'm gonna say it, and I don't give a fuck. Either I don't give a fuck what happens to me, or nothing is gonna happen to me. I think it's that level of don't give a fuckness when it comes to that word. And you have some ballsy motherfuckers that's gonna say it. There was an Andrew CK. You know that comedian? What's something?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
But he did a joke about that, and he said the word nigga, but it was in the context of the joke. And he kept saying it. And I was like, wow. He's saying it because he know he shouldn't say it.
The shock value.
And the thing is that they know that the black people are so disenfranchised and so misplaced, and that there's nothing gonna come behind it, physically or financially.
Yeah, because we don't
own shit.
Power, dictates everything. So when you have a radio station where I can hear niggas said all the motherfucking time on the radio station, on Power, on the Breakfast Club. They say nigga all day. You'll never hear them say faggot. You'll never hear them say Jew. Because black people in America don't have that power dynamic that is to be feared, like the LGBT community and the Jewish community. We don't have that power.
And they know
that. And it's blatant. And it's a god fucking shame, but it's blatant. You know what I mean?
And that's why. No, go ahead. Not to cut you.
No, go ahead.
No, that's why I say, don't even waste your time on the debate. And oh shit, that's wrong. Stop all of that. Stop all of that. It's 2022.
Yeah.
What you need to do is create your own thing.
Absolutely.
Because the white man thinks that you don't have the intelligence to do it. They think you're too sexually active. They think you're too juvenile. They think you're too hopped up on drugs. They don't respect your brain. They don't respect the you knowing math, you knowing how to read, right? Organize, be able to sit down for an hour and build your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Stop downing, get rid of this word nerd. Use your brain to create something. And be less reliant on the white man, so that when the white man decides to fuck you, it won't be so much, oh my God. Because go ahead.
You know what? I have to disagree with you.
Yeah.
I think the white man does know. I'm gonna put it to you like this: in the Nation of Gods and Earths, in the Nation of Islam, when they describe black people versus white people, they say that black people are genetically dominant and the white man is genetically recessive, meaning that we are the original people. All copies. You know how you make a copy of something, and then when you keep copying it over time, it becomes more degraded. You know what I mean? And it's the last copy is not going to be as good as the first copy.
Yeah.
Meaning that the black man from Africa or whatever, wherever we from or whatever, the original man is the original DNA, and everybody came after us. So on a scientific level, we are genetically dominant. Now, when people hear genetically dominant, they automatically assume that it's just athletics. I beg to differ. I think it's your whole genetics. So in knowing that, the devil cannot let the gods know how powerful they really are. We'll let you express it through your physicality and entertaining us. But on an intellectual level, why wouldn't you think that your brain isn't dominant as well as your physicality is? I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to keep you dumb. I'm going to keep you deaf. I'm going to keep you blind. You're not even going to have your own language. You're not even going to have your own last name. I'm going to keep you subservient. Anytime any one of you motherfuckers try to rise up, I'm going to kill that motherfucker. I'm going to keep your people ignorant. And as long as you stay there, I have control. The power dynamic will always stay the same. You will always be financially reliant on me. How is it that the NFL is 70% black, but there's one NFL coach that's black? And no owners that's black? That's done by design, because they know that the gods, the black people, the melanated people, if they realize who the fuck they are, it's a wrap for them. It's a wrap. Right. You know what I mean?
And that's why hip hop is the way it is
exactly. Today. We have no control over what real hip hop is supposed to be. We don't sign. The record labels. Urban music, you go to a record label right now, you go to the urban music department, it's probably a bunch of white people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and I love ratchet hip hop. Like, please, I am not on no soapbox trying to preach to y'all to make another self-destruction. I am not saying that. I'm not saying that. I love seeing asses on me when I go to a party. I love seeing bitches drop it like it's hot. I love to hear fucking gun music. I love it. I love it. But what I'm saying is that shouldn't overtake the real message. We need, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, don't there's no coincidence why there are no more X-Clan. Like that whole movement that existed in the early 90s. Yeah. There's no coincidence why there's not that anymore. Yeah. Because all that was the seeds that Martin Luther King they planted. And then now, you know, the opposition never wants its youth to be aware of the real power that they have. So they're going to keep you fucking ignorant. They're going to keep it so that you keep killing each other. And they lock us up, this, that, and the third. They're never going to want us to push. And because the music is powerful, they're never going to want us to push the real agenda. Like you know, what is the music with the nutrients in it. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And especially for it to be cool. Yeah. Because there is music with nutrients in it. It just might not be so cool to the average street cat. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, which is why I'm glad like people like Hove and stuff like that, they come with a little something different. Nas, this, that, that. That's why they always be upper echelon to me, because they try to throw in them gems that's important for the young hustlers out there. To use that money, you know, and use it for something, you know what I'm saying, other than the fuckery. Yeah. It's all systematic, man. And like I said, we can be in awe and oh shit, why they do that? It'll always come down to, you know, us putting ourselves in position of power. Yeah. and buying things and owning things that really mean something.
Yeah.
Things that could make a change and put, you know what I'm saying? Like us be less reliant on them. The more you can be less reliant on them, the fucking better, man.
Oh, yeah.
There's no reason why you should fear, you know, being canceled on radio and being canceled in sports and shit like that. There's no reason why you should fear that.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's definitely a systematic thing, especially for black people in America on a social economic level. This is my litmus test on where we are in America, black people specifically. If you live in New York City, if you're ever in New York City, you're in Brooklyn. This could be anywhere in New York, I would imagine. But there was times I would be in Barnes and Nobles on any day, any weekday, Monday through Friday. It don't matter. If I go in there around lunchtime, noontime, and I go up to the children's section, I would go there and I would see a bunch of women there with strollers. They would be there with kids in the children's section. You know what I mean? Reading with the kids. The kids is playing around. But the thing that I noticed is that all of the mothers or the caretakers were black. All of them.
Modern day mammies.
There you go. You know where I'm going with this. All of the kids in the strollers are little white kids, little Asian kids. So that all of them. So it's like, okay. So we still pretty much a lot has changed, but a lot is still the same.
Yeah, that's right. It's the land of, you know where I live. It's the land of the unspoken truth.
The land of the unspoken truth, y'all.
Yeah, that's right. The stuff that people don't like to talk about.
They don't like to talk about.
Yeah, they don't like to talk about it. It's what you see every day.
And I would go into this Barnes and Noble, and I would and no disrespect to anybody that's.
Listen, you're making a living.
You're making a living. You supporting your family. You do what you got to do. But the unfortunate thing is that when you see so much of that, it could be disheartening to your spirit when you want more for your people. You know what I mean? And especially for motherfuckers, you know what I mean? You see a lot at both sides, a lot of Caribbean women, a lot of the Black American women from here. You know what I mean? Like, I've had people in my family who were caretakers. My grandmother for years was a caretaker, home health aide for some old white lady. You know what I mean?
Right. We're not throwing any dirt. We're not throwing any dirt.
It's it just lets you know that, you know, this is where we are, unfortunately, for now. You know what I mean?
Still.
Yeah. Still.
Yes.
Yeah.
It hasn't, you know, like a lot of stuff, like I say, man, you seeing that today, right? All it is a modern version of what existed back in the day.
Yes. Yes.
That's all you're seeing. But no one's going to say that. No one is going to say that. No one's going to say that, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, it's the product of a system that hasn't changed, that hasn't been challenged, and you know, I mean, you know, with us, unfortunately, it's a slow process, man. It's a slow process, and we'll probably get there eventually. Yeah, but it's gonna take a while because
it's gonna take a long time.
Boy, this ignorant shit. You know, and like I said, I'm not gonna, you know, I got my crap, I got my shit. I'm an ignorant motherfucker. I, you know, get in trouble because of my niggerish ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, you know, the bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you have a strong head on your shoulders, we'll get through it.
Yeah, no doubt. It's just, you know, a matter of time. It took us, I mean, to be honest, we've probably been quote unquote free in America less time than we were enslaved. So
yeah, and you know, and it's still an illusion. It's an illusion of freedom.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're free.
Yeah, it is an illusion. It's
a freedom.
Energy doesn't die or dissipates. It's just transformed from one state to the next.
For sure.
Yes, we are still If you,
Yeah.
trust me, if you can't just pick up and move to another state because of your job, trust me, you're not free.
Right, and you got to look at your job. You're working for. I'm talking about. Let's say myself. I'm the hired help to help the city function, properly.
Yeah.
For people.
Yeah.
Who got it?
Absolutely. Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So while I'm working, there's people jogging who have the luxury of jogging, riding their bike.
Freedom, right.
Having a picnic. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Freedom. That's freedom. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
It's definitely an illusion. It's definitely an illusion. We could go all day into that. But you know, to switch topics, speaking of, not black wealth, but black excellence, I want to talk about a brother by the name of Maxwell Chikumbutsu from Zimbabwe in Africa. I don't know if people in that's watching this have heard about this brother. He basically succeeded in embedding the wireless power generator that uses radio frequency energy onto he put this device basically onto a 55-inch TV, and what it does pretty much is it powers itself using radio waves. So it's no plug, you don't plug it in or nothing like that. It's a self-powered, self-generating television set. Now,
fucking magic.
Yes, it's amazing. I'm gonna try to share something real quick.
Yeah, so, I would love to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen right quick.
One of Zimbabwe's most celebrated technopreneurs, Maxwell Chikumbutsu, has once again come up with a masterstroke innovation, and this time it is an embedded wireless power generator that uses radio frequency to power a television set. Chikumbutsu demonstrated his latest innovation to a ZBC News crew at his base in Harare, whereby a TV does not need the electricity connection for it to function.
This is our self-powered TV that we have designed, the first in the world to have such kind of a technology where a television is powered with a radio frequency. So as you can see right now, I'm powering this television. So this is the first television in the world that uses self-power to say. It is all in one. You don't need to put it on electricity or on solar panel or anything. As it is a complete solution. Behind the television, you can see that there is a microsonic energy device, this box. This is the device that is converting radio frequencies into pure energy. As you can see, the power of the cable was supposed to be here on all traditional televisions.
Wow. Look, I hope no one steals this patent.
Now, that's the thing. I don't know too much on terms of like his patents or whatever. I'm going to say this. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm sure he invented that, but I'm pretty sure that's been made before. I'm pretty sure that's
what do you mean it's already up? Oh, but they don't want to thing because that'll put a lot of companies out of business.
The electric company for number one, because if you could power a television, you could power a home. You could power a car. You know what I mean? And from what I understand, I heard that he was working on an actual car that works off of that type of technology. So, so I don't know in terms of if his patents or whatever. I'm just hoping that he's protected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On some Nikola Tesla type side of the game.
Mm-hmm. And the automotive industry is the top market as far as robotics is concerned.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think recently it took second place to like something else. But yeah, I mean it's dope. But again, it'll put a lot of the big wigs out of business, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's all business.
I mean, yeah, exactly. It's all business, and I think that's the direction we should be moving into is free energy. Like, this is to me. This lets me know that I don't want to call this reality hell, but this is a reality that in which they will have products made. I forgot the term, something adolescence or obsolescence or something. Pretty much they make technology that has a time frame in which it is to die. And they make that on purpose. So you can, they do that specifically a lot of times with phones. So they make it have a certain shelf life to where you got to go back and buy more phones. Exactly. Yeah. This is a system, in my opinion, created by devils. It's not for humanity, like service to humanity. It's all about profit. You know what I mean? The bottom line, profit.
Look, man. Yeah, you're right. And that's us speaking from this end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
If our families, Rockefellers, this, that, and the third, guess what? Guess where your best interest would be? To become a monopoly and corner the market, destroy all competition, and remain at the top. This is the result of being in a capitalistic, not even society, like world. It's capitalism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you end up on the fucked up end of it, then that's your problem.
Yeah.
We can say it's not fair till we blew in the face. It don't matter.
It don't matter. It is
like and that's not to have like a gloomy, like a damn, oh shit, it's never gonna change. No, it's not. I mean, it can change. You just have to step it up.
Yeah.
Step it up. Like, life ain't fair. It's like I said, it's a capitalist society. You know what I'm saying? And you could come up with great things. But, we could have had electric cars a long time ago.
I'm pretty sure the gas industry was like, hold up now. What are y'all doing?
Right. Until the powers that be can regulate it and put their foot in it.
Yeah, and get money off of it.
Exactly. It ain't gonna move. Just like legalizing weed and shit like that. Until the powers that be can get their share. They wasn't trying to regulate shit.
They do.
You see it. It's moving now because then they could get a piece of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They do that with everything. They doing that now with cryptocurrency. They doing that now with Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, whatever that's called. To the point where now I think next year, if you received more than $600, I think at a time or something like that, the government want to know, what is it for? Did you make money? You know what I mean? Was you cutting hair and they gave it to you? Were you babysitting and they give it to you? Better file this. You know what I mean? They trying to get into the crypto market. They want to regulate that. You know what I mean? Anytime our society figures out a way to kind of like, let's go over here. Not these devils. We need we need our, where's our envelope? Grease our palms. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
It's true.
It's crazy.
Every time you figure out a way to be non-reliant on the system, the system wants to like, hey, what you doing? Come here.
Yeah, I've heard of places where they try to make it illegal for you to be able to collect rainwater. What the fuck? Are you what? I can't even collect rainwater?
It's ridiculous.
It's a devil society, man.
It's ridiculous. That's why you gotta try to stay one step fucking ahead. Yeah. You gotta try. You gotta try.
You gotta rage against this machine. This machine is a
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Read more. Do your due diligence. Research stuff. Right now, 2022. We're saying a lot of the fucked up parts of where we at. But on the positive note, there's a lot of information out there. Yeah. And they're relying on your ignorance.
Absolutely.
Black people, read. please,
Yeah, absolutely.
Take the time to sit down and read and do your due diligence, because there's a plethora of great information under your nose. But they're relying on you to be ignorant and indulge in a lot of this dumb shit that don't mean nothing, and totally alienate yourself from the things that really matter.
Hell yeah. I remember hearing what's his name, Andrew Schultz, talk about TikTok. This is sort of on topic but sort of off. How TikTok that was created by a Chinese company, basically. Yeah. And when and TikTok is all about silly ass videos, people doing shit, low hanging fruit entertainment. You know what I mean? It's to the point where a TikTok video is somebody just mouthing, basically lip syncing somebody else's shit. You know what I mean? And that's their way of entertainment, which is whatever. But in China, from what I understand, according to him, I don't know how true this is, like in America, those type of videos are rewarded in the algorithm. So you put out some dumb shit, you're going to get a lot of likes for that. In China, you don't get likes for no dumb shit like that. You get likes for displaying your science shit, displaying how well you're doing and whatever, academic shit and all that. They reward that shit. But over here, so that's the best. To me, that's silent warfare. You know what I mean? That's fighting a war without even trying to kill somebody. You just weakening their population on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you're building engineers and scientists and all this shit. You know what I mean? And it shows just on a financial level on how China was once, damn near a third world country, and now they're a mega superpower.
Right, because lack of discipline on our part. Lack of discipline. Too much individuality. Yes. China is like a bunch of ants. China, they're a bunch of ants, and they're going to do stuff for the bigger cause. There's too much individualism. Individualism will be our Achilles heel in America, especially with black people, who everyone, they must stand out and they must be unique. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a price to pay. There's a price to pay when it comes to that. It's very hard to unify when everyone is trying to.
And when motherfuckers stunting up, you know what I mean? They get up, want to look up, and not. How did you get up? How did you? You know what I mean? How are you there? How are you financially where you at? Share the fucking information. Now, this is not to I don't want to disrespect anybody, like certain podcasts like Earn Your Leisure, where they do share information, but that's now it's starting to get there, you know what I mean? But for the most part,
what I'm saying. It's a process.
It's a big process, because I watched that. I love that show. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure podcast and the financial information, financial literacy. I learned a lot on investing, on real estate, on a lot of things from that podcast.
And the Wall Street Trapper,
Jay Morrison, all them cats, you know what I mean? So there's there's a glimmer of hope out there. It's just that it's hard.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, when there's so much clutter around you, it's hard to see that little spot of sunshine on the side.
MJ.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all them people. Everybody continue to do your thing, get your money up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah. We getting there slowly but surely, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just that as we progress, they put the goalposts farther back.
Oh, do they? The devil is infamous for that shit. For that shit. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This was a nice little show, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to promote? Anything you got going on?
It's good to be back. You know what I'm saying? Get the book made by Ali Oxenfree and myself, Kicking It Kids.
Enter the Rapscallion. Absolutely.
The space odyssey that you gotta see.
Absolutely.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Yo. Is that mic, y'all. Kicking the kids, y'all. DJ Spin on the track like this is where the story begins. DJ Spin cuts like the wind when I'm here controlling the pen. Never bowling, he be holding it in. With the crossfader, he's the boss player. Snatch his soul when he spins, let our foes come in. We don't back down from a track. In the background is my homegirl Jen, aka Jeannie, the beat girl. When you see she moving to the beat, windmill super speedy, fast like a bullet pass you. If she had to, don't get it gas you. She's the flash when she pass you. A jazzy, they call her the pop lock. Strong like a knock, she'll knock you out your socks hops. Her dreadlocks will leave you dazed at the beat plays. She will amaze, try and step in, you get played. Center stage, you ain't afraid in the battle. My boy Arrow will wear you out like an apparel. Weathers paint a mark on my dude, he's getting at you. Cold can't control, leave you frozen like a statue. Last but not least, in all my splendor, I make them see us hit the road just like a fender. I'm coming for the summers, I murdered them up for June. Like the Biggie tune, black suits fill the room. Check out the best rapper, I bet you I do him. Like the beat moving, you act as I ruin. Kicking the kids, you dig, that's the name. We here to save the day, the superheroes of the game. Yeah. K-I-K.
And it's available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and what's that thing?
Kindle.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man, definitely. I don't really got anything I want to promote right now. I got a lot of things coming.
For Rembrandt Raps music.
Yeah. A lot of things coming. It's in the work. It's just, brother's mega busy right now, just trying to get things together.
Listen, man, it's hard out here. It's hard out here. There's a lot of distractions.
Absolutely.
And it's hard out here, especially when you gotta believe in yourself.
Oh, shoot.
And when you gotta be your own cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
So again, congratulations on my guy right here. He scored his property.
Thank you.
As you can see in the back, you know what I'm saying, he's putting his studio together.
Yeah,
that shit don't happen over the fucking night. No. You know what I mean? So, what you're saying is the fruits of hard labor.
Yeah.
And it's all done from self. So
see my lights flashing right now?
Yeah. All the bells and whistles. Yeah, man.
I don't even know how to cut it off.
Big shout out to Nash, Rob, Crunch, you know what I mean, Big L, you know what I mean, Say Cool, B, you know what I mean, the whole Warhead, Guerrilla Vets, Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York City.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The 90s, Crown Heights. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All the real estate investors, all the black people trying to make a difference.
Absolutely.
All my ratchet motherfuckers out there. It's a mixed bag, yo. But we'll get there.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, man. All right, so this is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. You are now rocking with the best. I want to say thank you for taking this time out to spend some time with us. And until next time, we're going to say peace.
Peace, niggas.
Yeah, man.
That's right, y'all. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast with Ali Oxenfree and Charlie Ross.